We're back on halftime. Options traders betting on that stock right there. FireEye. Stock's getting a lift today. That's ahead of next week's earnings report. Jon and Pete Najarian are at the telestrator with unusual activity on that name and a few others as well. Who's starting us off?
I'm going to start you off, Scott. So FireEye, as you mentioned, now the stock was a little bit lower. It was trading just under 15.5 when earlier today we started to see some of these call buying. The call buyers are actually buying Friday's expiring calls. So this is ultra short term. We're talking a couple of days. You can see. So these are July 26th expiring, just to make that very clear. So you'll take a look at this. Look at these volumes. You were over a little over 6,000 of these, around 15 cents. I love the risk reward of these. They were right at the money, so I jumped on these. How long am I going to be there? Probably not very long at all. We're talking about expiring Friday. So I've got today, tomorrow, and maybe it'll extend into Friday. But I like what we're seeing here in this move to the upside in FireEye. I got another one for you with Oracle. Now, Oracle, they went out a little bit further. They went out into August, very early August, and they're buying the 58 strike calls in here. I think about 3,500 of these trading. Now, this is a little bit more premium. Wasn't too bad, but the premium they're paying for these was about 80 cents. This just continues to chop a little bit higher and a little bit higher with these volumes here as well. I'll be in this one, call it, let's say, a week and a half, something like that, maybe. And then next, I got to do a quick update. So just about last week, I think it was July 16th, the guys were telling me, Capital One. We had call buying in here. I stood right here in the same spot. Stock was trading 90, and they were rolling out of the July 90 calls up to the August 92.5 calls. Those were trading for about $1.25 to $1.40. Today, $3.50. They're probably even higher now. I got out of these. I cleaned up that position. See you later. I love what's there, but discipline tells me got to take that off. Those went to about $3.50, like I say. Stock was about 95.5. Here we are at 96 and change. These financials continue to work pretty well right now, Scott.
All right, good stuff. Pete,
Yep.
Doc, what you got for me?
Mylan, Scott, take a look at this one, MYL. These expire a week from this Friday, August 2nd, and I like the activity in these. Why? Well, it's a play ahead of earnings. So they're not likely to give us any further insight until after that earnings report, which is the week after. But nonetheless, 6,000 of these calls bought pretty aggressively here for about 55 cents. Like that, the AUG 21 strike here. Mylan is, almost 19. So do we see that 20% pop or so that takes these into the money pretty good? Perhaps. People are betting that it could happen. Second one real quick. Take a look at Exelon. This one's further out into the future, September options. So the stock's 45.50 or thereabouts. And as you can see, the stock is down. So somebody scrambles in and says, I'll take a cheap shot on September. So they buy the September 48 calls with the stock at 45.50. Like that, like the risk reward, it's a 30-cent option. Maybe they're 35 cents, something like that. And as you can see, a couple times yesterday and today, they've been buying these. I like it. I'm in them probably for about a month.
All right, great stuff, guys. Come on back this way.